Hello and thank you for joining me. My name is Donald Brown and this is Art for a Better World. The title of the sculpture behind me is A Sporting Chance for Peace, and I'm using this particular sculpture to combine both art and sport as vehicles to promote peace and also the positive principles that are taught through sport, such as respect, discipline, humility, and honesty. I would like to share just a few of the symbolisms within this sculpture to give you an idea of how I'm combining both art and sport as powerful vehicles to educate both young and old. If we take a look at the center of the sculpture, we see a hurdler. And the hurdler represents the many obstacles that we have to overcome in life. The question is, which hurdles are we overcoming? Are we overcoming the right kind of hurdles that will take us in the right direction, or the wrong kind of hurdles? It is not always necessary to overcome every hurdle that we encounter. Some hurdles can lead us in the wrong direction. But let's take a look at the hurdle, and you will notice it becomes the javelin. And that reminds us of the direction in life that we are hurdling. Are we overcoming the right kind of hurdles to take us in the right direction, or the wrong kind of hurdles that will take us in the wrong direction? Overcoming hurdles is part of the cycle of life. And so I've used the cyclist to enlighten us that even though we might overcome a particular hurdle, we should be mindful that other obstacles are likely to come our way. Now let's take a look at the back wheel of the cyclist. And you'll notice it's the wheelchair athlete. And that represents the many disadvantages that we all have to varying degrees. The key is to not let our disadvantages define us, but to use them as a means to propel us forward and thereby embrace what life has to offer. It often takes great strength to take the plunge and face the challenges ahead of us. To further emphasize that, I have designed the diver that is taking the plunge and showing us that yes, regardless of our fears, it is incumbent on us to take that leap of faith. Beside the diver is the tennis player, and that represents indecisions, going back and forth. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? And the problem with not making decisions is that can result in us sitting on the fence. And many people are afraid of making decisions because for them it could mean skating on thin ice. And it's okay to fail. The reason why we make decisions is so that we can learn from experience. If we make a decision and we succeed, that's all well and good. But if we fail, the key is to learn from that failure. What can we learn from that mistake? Or what can we learn from that decision that can inspire and empower us to be better prepared for our next decision? Going back to the wheelchair athlete, I positioned her so that she is actually encouraging those rowing the boat. Now, there are two very important messages there. One, to surround ourselves with the right kind of individuals that will work with us in harmony to encourage us and empower us, as opposed to surrounding ourselves with the wrong kind of individuals that can steer us in the wrong direction. Now, the wheelchair athlete is encouraging the oarsman to row. The beauty of that is by embracing our disadvantages, when others look on and see that we are embracing those disadvantages, they too, hopefully, will do likewise. So we can be an inspiration to others. If we take a look at the female athlete, she's passing the baton on to the outgoing male runner. And that's very important, because the message there is it's important for us to pass on the baton to the next generation. But take a look at her left arm. She's holding the shoulder of the cricketer, preventing him from being able to bat on. So the message here is, if we fail to pass the baton, we prevent others from being able to bat on. And that's an important message, because we all, to certain degrees, have a degree of wisdom, knowledge and experiences that we can pass on to other individuals. But if we fail to do that, then we effectively hold them back. Moving over to the rugby player, we see the rugby player tackling the American footballer. But take a look at the American footballer. He's holding on very tightly to the football. And that ball represents your goals, your talents, your dreams. And even though we might be attacked by those around us, the key is to hold on tight to those dreams. There are many more symbolisms to share with you regarding this particular sculpture. I hope you will join me in future episodes so that I can share them with you. Until then, my name is Donald Brown. Be good and God bless.